Okay, so how are we doing today? I thought what we'd do is work on practicing some figures in watercolor. And to warm up, I think I'll just grab a little bit of this red. And we'll make a guy standing there. And then we'll add a little ultramarine and alizarin crimson. Give him a buddy. And then maybe on the end here we'll have a little bit of raw sienna, yellow ochre, and put another figure there. Okay, 3 loose figures to give them a head shape. We'll add a little bit of, let's not make that guy a cone head. And okay, so there's some head shapes. And I may connect that a little bit to the figure. All right. This guy's got kind of a big head going on, but maybe we can do something with that afterwards. I wouldn't worry about it. Maybe she's just got a lot of hair there. Okay, the last thing you want to do is make them pumpkin heads. Don't give them balloon heads. Give them just little dashes with your paintbrush. And then so you've got the upper body there pretty well. Now if you pick up a little bit of a dry brush, you can very quickly fashion some legs on these people. And in this case, I'll try to mix up just a dark. It works best if you get a dry brush and just pick up a little bit of paint and do a fast motion on the. Now see, this brush here is a little bit too wet. It's giving me it's not giving me that rough edge that I really like, but that one is just going to be that way. So you almost have to pick up an entirely damp brush and grab almost pure paint. You don't really want it, you want it extra thick and creamy. And then to go into a this one, I wish I would have picked up a little bit more blue, maybe, just to give her, there we go, there's a nice fast brush stroke. Maybe she's wearing blue jeans. And there you have 3 people all together. And you can keep going. So if you want, you can connect them with a little bit of a shadow. Maybe they're casting shadows this way. So we'll put in some random shadow shape. And let's try again. Let's make a few more body shapes. And in this case, maybe we'll use a little blue. Make a blue-gray. And we'll make a guy standing here. Maybe I'll add a little bit of cerulean just to make it pop a little bit more, maybe on one side. And we'll give him some khaki shorts, just very quickly, get those in. And we'll give him, maybe his kiddo is with him, with a red shirt on. So we quickly grab some of that. And we'll give them each a head shape. There's one, there's one. And then let's try to dry off the brush and get some leg shapes on there. And maybe the more you fiddle with it, the worse it's going to look. So don't even try. And then I was going to give this guy maybe his arm is hanging down here this way. And if I want to tie them together, why not? Let's give his son a little hand there, or arm in that case. Maybe they're joined. And I can even brighten up their faces a little bit. And if they absolutely have to have different color hair, you can add just a tad of dark spot there for hair. We can do the same thing on these guys if we want. This lady's looking at the other lady. This guy, I said we could maybe make his face, his hair a little bit bigger. Right there. And I can even, this lady now looks like she's wearing sunglasses, which is kind of cool. We'll give this guy a little bit of a red face. So very quickly you can get an indication of a human being. And often the quicker you do it, boy, that yellow ochre really got opaque in there. I used too much paint, and I like a little light to dark, so to suggest the form, not just a big blob of paint, but let's try to suggest a little bit of the form. And now I'm giving him a skirt. No, that looks okay. He's wearing khaki shorts, and I can go in with a dry brush and make his leg there a little bigger. Looks good with a rough edge, so if you can make a dry brush mark with a nice dry rough edge, that always looks good. And let's go ahead and add a little shadow to these guys here. And we can keep going. So why don't we do a lady standing here? I often like to do them with these flowery kind of dresses. Looking very she. And we'll give her a pail, girlfriend to hang out with, so maybe we'll do that in orange. So she's got a girlfriend here. We're going to join them together. And let's go ahead and give them heads. The talking heads, right? The ladies always chit-chatting and having a nice conversation. And then I'm drying off my brush as much as I can. And I just want to give them some fancy legs, if I can. And this lady here. There we go. And let's throw a little shadow on there. Feel like I want a little bit more color, shadow side maybe of their outfits. I can just add that right in. Maybe fashion an arm there and maybe one here to make them look as if they are moving down the road off to get to their next coffee shop. Okay, so that is my quick demonstration for putting people. And try to make your people look like rough little blobs and not stick figures. Dry brush always helps. So there we have some instant figures, and I hope that was helpful.